Good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majewski back with you here in the North Georgia Majewski Studios with your Talking Live forecast update here on your February 25th, 2026. Things a bit gray and cloudy out there, and eventually we're going to get some rain to fall across the area. But the good news is I am expecting that rain to get out of here for the weekend, and the weekend right now is looking pretty good. Maybe a couple of question marks, though, as we go into early next week. Now, before we get into this full update, if you're new here to the Talking Live broadcast channel Facebook page, please give us a follow. And if you happen to be watching over on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. And more importantly, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future weather updates just like these. All right, let's go ahead and get into this update here as we're looking at cloudy gray skies there across Chattanooga. As expected, we had a little filtered sunshine earlier, but generally going to stay mostly cloudy here for the remainder of the day, eventually leading to some rain here for tonight. Same goes up there at Lake Chattooga as well as with the cloudy skies. Winds are relatively calm out there, pretty calm to see the winds out there, not really blowing very much on the lake, but we are going to get some rain in this area as well as we go in forward tonight. Now, the radar is pretty much clear. We are getting some very, very light returns. I notice a few sprinkles here and there, but again, the real rain not going to arrive until overnight, and especially going in for tomorrow. And the latest NAM model data is kind of favoring a lot of East Tennessee and extreme North Georgia with some of the heavier rainfall amounts there. Now, let's take a look at the regional satellite picture. Just a lot of gray out there, a lot of cloudy skies here all across our area. Not going to see much in the way of sunshine, but I promise you, by the time we get through Friday and we go into the weekend is going to bring a lot of sunshine and some very spring-like temperatures here across our area. Definitely a great weekend to get out and enjoy the weather. So here's our regional perspective right now as temperatures are warming up through the 50s, and we'll see a few 60s here for today. And we'll still stay on the mild side for tomorrow. We really don't have any major cold shots coming at us here at this time, and it looks like the long range continues the above normal temperatures really into the first 10 days of March the way it's looking currently. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the model data here. We're going to first take a look at the latest 12Z North American model here as we go through this. As again, we're going to be watching for some spotty showers here for tonight. That'll be increasing as we head toward tomorrow morning. So it looks like a wet commute here across Chattanooga, East Tennessee, and North Georgia here going into your Thursday on the 26th. And looking kind of a wet and damp day here throughout the day on Thursday. Then as we go into Friday, things will slowly begin to improve here. So a few showers may linger into North Georgia on Friday, but for the most part, we should see things drown out. And then by the time we go into Saturday, we're looking pretty good here as we'll should see plenty of sunshine and some very nice temperatures overall. Now, as far as the rainfall amounts are concerned, look where the NAM is favoring. We got some pretty decent rains here across East Tennessee, extreme North Georgia, and not so much here down, say, heading down toward Metro Atlanta, at least right now. But that's where the current line is shaping up as far as the rain moving in to these areas. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our forecast maps. This is from our friends from the National Weather Service. Watch that little highlighter there at the top as we kind of highlight the days of the week here as we go into your Thursday. Again, looking wet. See all that dark green? That's high rain chances. So we're talking 90% here for tomorrow. So that'll linger pretty much all day. And then as we go into Friday, we'll start to slowly clear things out. Again, maybe an isolated shower or two across North Georgia on Friday morning. And then as we go into Saturday, looking great. Look at that. Got a lot of clearness here. We got high pressure building in here from the north. The only question mark for next week that's going to be a little bit of fly in the ointment is going to be Sunday's looking good, but going into early next week, we may get into a wedge position here going into Monday and Tuesday with that big high up here across the northeast. So, and it's how strong that's going to be and how big of an impact that's going to play on the area. That's the only thing that's a little fly in the ointment here as far as our day 6 and 7 forecast is concerned. We'll have to watch that closely, but otherwise, not expecting any major rain events after this one goes by here for this upcoming Thursday. All right, let's go take a look at your forecast for tomorrow. Yep, take that umbrella with you. You're going to need it. We got 65 and 51 there in Chattanooga. Rain likely here all across East Tennessee and North Georgia. As a result, obviously not going to be as cold tonight across East Tennessee, North Georgia. You're looking at 49 in Jasper, 52 in Dalton, 49 in Dunlap, looking at 48 up in Athens there, and looking pretty mild overall. And daytime highs tomorrow, low to mid 60s. Everybody just looking at more rain and light winds. Regionally, the entire southeast looking unsettled. As you see rain there in Asheville at 60, as well as Birmingham at 70. Destin looking at some showers, 69 there, 71 in Savannah, and 63 up in Memphis. And the rest of the 7-day forecast, here we go. I think we're pretty much set here through the weekend. I don't have any problems there, even through Monday. Question marks are going to be on Tuesday and Wednesday. Day 6 and 7, the subject to change as far as the temperatures are concerned. But look at that weekend. Wow, 71 on Saturday, 74 on Sunday. Sunday. Again, no real cold air in sight. In fact, as we now going to flip the calendar this Sunday, become March 1st, which is meteorological spring, we may be done with the real cold stuff. Not to say we may not get a cold snap in there where we get some freezing temperatures. That's still a possibility. So don't let that fool you right there, even though we're looking at above normal for the next couple of weeks. So don't do any kind of planning just yet. We're not quite there, but looking at overall pretty warm here across our area. Again, appreciate you guys checking us out here on the Talkin Live broadcast channel. Please give us a follow there on Facebook, and as always on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and always hit that notification bell so you're alerted on every critical weather update. All right, that's y'all's update for today. Y'all take it easy, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.